Look at that. Look at the back of the ride. Look at that. That's insane, y'all. I just got this in an email from one of the members of the family, so I appreciate the support. I really, really do. But I wanted to bring up this particular story too. There's a young woman that is missing, and let me pull up her photo real quick. And this lovely young woman by the name of Ariana Taylor is missing right now. She is 23 years old. And I want to talk to you guys about it because we need to bring awareness to this situation. She's another missing young woman that's out here, was last seen in Indiana somewhere. We're going to get into that story here very, very quickly. But she is right now missing, and she's been missing for a few days now. And I wanted to bring this up now so that we can talk about this now, so we can bring awareness, so we can keep our eyes open. And if you happen to see Ariana somewhere, maybe we can bring her home quicker. Okay? So, because the more you sit on a story and wait, the more that woman or that person, the longer that person is in harm's way, or the longer they're missing. So let's talk about this story real quick, okay? So Lake County, Indiana, woman, 23 years old, missing days after car is found crashed off of I-80 94. So police are concerned. Police and concerned family are searching the area where the crashed car of a woman who was reported missing from Lake County, Indiana, was found over the weekend. Ariana Taylor, 23 years old, went missing in unincorporated Lake County over the weekend. Police initially said she was 24 years old, but later clarified that she was actually 23. And I understand information flies like crazy nowadays, right? Family and friends said no one has seen or heard from her since Saturday night. So, Kijan, hopefully I'm saying his name right, Graham, the father of Taylor's 4-year-old son, was part of the search on Tuesday and said he last exchanged texts with her late Saturday night when she told him she would be by in the morning to pick him up. He said at the time she was out with friends at several bars in Valparaiso, something like that. He said her friends brought her home to her parents' house, where she then insisted on leaving in her own vehicle. I just need answers. My son loves his mom, he said. Gary police said Sunday morning they found her SUV crashed and badly damaged about 1,000 yards off the road in a heavily brush-covered area near the junction of I-70, 94, and I-65. They said no one was inside. So I got a clip here. I want to show this to you guys here, but real quick, it says, since the car was empty, investigators can't even be sure Ariana was actually driving the SUV at the time. The keys were not in the vehicle. The second phone, the second phone that the family says she has, we don't have. I guess this is from one of the officers that's actually investigating this. This is the actual Gary Police Commander Jack Hamady is saying this right here. Taylor's family said she remains missing as of Tuesday. So this is still fresh. So she's still missing as of Tuesday, and they believe there is foul play involved. Her bloody blue jean torn pants and allegedly Air Force Ones. It looked like my daughter was being chased off the expressway right there. Interesting. I'm not even sure if she was driving. This is what her mother said, Queena Taylor. I have a hunch of foul play. I think we all have a hunch of foul play too, don't you? Don't y'all think? I can't speculate and put anything in perspective, but I can say foul play. Gary police are leading the investigation. Graham just hopes what he's been telling their son turns out to be true. He keeps saying mommy, and I just keep telling him she's going to return. She's going to come home soon. She's going to pick you up, and that's he said, and that's all off hopes. It's just what I want to happen. So she is described as a black woman, 5'6" tall and 200 pounds. She is last seen wearing a red sweater, ripped blue jeans, and gym shoes. So I have a one more time. Let me show you her face real quick before we go into this news clip where they're covering this story. But this is Ariana Taylor. Again, this is Ariana Taylor, everybody. And if you guys can, please share her photo, clip this video out, post it on the Instagrams, the Twitters, everywhere, social medias. Spread the word. Again, she is 23 years old. She is a black woman. She is 5'6" tall. She is 200 pounds. She was last seen wearing a red sweater, ripped blue jeans, and gym shoes. Sneakers. Okay? Beautiful young woman. Now is missing. So I want to show you guys, and of course, if you know of anything, please call the Gary Police Crime Tip Line, which is 1-866 Crime GP. Again, it is 166 Crime GP. I got this clip, this news clip that I want to show you guys, share with y'all. Hopefully, we can get some more information out there so that we can bring this young woman home.
Cheryl, tonight, Gary police have now taken over the investigation into the young mother's whereabouts. Family members say they turned over bloody clothes they found at the scene where her car was found crashed, and crime scene investigators are now reviewing those clothes that may or may not belong to Ariana Taylor. Ariana Taylor hasn't been seen in days.
I just need answers. My son loves his mom.
Her family and dozens of friends are now searching this brush-covered ravine beneath I-65 in Lake County, Indiana. This is where investigators first knew something was wrong. Early Sunday morning, Gary police found Taylor's SUV mangled and impaled with fence posts, but they say no one was inside.
Wow. Okay, first off, let me just show you guys this. That's no bueno. Look at that car. Holy cow. Did the car roll? It looks like the car rolled. It looks like maybe somebody tried to drive her off the road so much that she lost control of the car and the car rolled. Look at that. Look at the back of the ride. Look at that. That's insane, y'all. That's really, really insane.
But they say no one was inside.
Had to be doing 80 plus miles an hour. Did not look like that individual used the brakes at all. It went down into a ravine and it came to a stop, had flat tires.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at this, y'all. You can't even drive on the highway anymore without somebody lurking. And if you see this pole, this is a fence pole post that went through the windshield over on the side. So imagine, she most definitely was in pain. Excuse me. She's most definitely in pain. Look at this. Look at it. So somebody was following her, and there was like, I guess it turned into some sort of high-speed chase, ran her off the road, car flipped, and then maybe that person dragged her out the car and drove off. I mean, come on, man. Because here's the thing. If she really was hurt, if she was badly hurt, they would have found her. She wouldn't have gotten very far. Somebody picked her up and took her, for sure.
Why
Unbelievable.
Was she being chased? Was she just intoxicated? We're not sure.
Since it was empty, investigators can't be sure Ariana was driving the SUV at the time.
The keys were not in the vehicle. The second phone that the family says that she has is not, we don't have.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry for breaking it so much, but here it is. Let me just say this though too. What if the other option is this? What if Now, just ride with me, y'all. Okay? But what if she wanted to drive, somehow whoever got in the car against her will, they started to drive. This is like a Naomi Irion situation. Hear me out. Somebody tries to take her. She complies. She sits over on the other seat, let's just say. And instead of her actually getting ran off the road, what if she actually retaliates? What if she actually started throwing them hands and feet to the point where person who has the car loses control of the car, it flips a whole bunch, and then I don't know. Then I don't know, maybe he called somebody and that somebody came up, picked them up, and they left. I mean, I know that's a crazy thought, but she either had somebody in that ride with her and things went crazy, things went awry, and she defended herself like any person would, 95% of the time, or she was chased and lost control of the car. It just seems so weird, because if she just had a car accident, then somebody would have called, like she would have called somebody. She wouldn't have just gotten out of the car and just disappeared. So this is very strange.
Her bloody blue jean torn pants and the allegedly Air Force Ones, it looked like my daughter was being chased off this expressway right here.
Her mom says Taylor had gone out with girlfriends Saturday night.
I have a hunch of foul play. I can't speculate and put anything into perspective, but I can say it's foul play.
She's not ready to give up, and the father of Taylor's little boy is hanging on, hoping what he's telling their son turns out to be true.
He just keeps saying, "Mommy," and I just keep telling him she gonna return. She gonna come see you. She gonna come pick you up. And that's all off of hopes. That's just what I want to happen.
Man.
Investigators now say they've conducted 2 full days of searching using ATVs, canines. They've used helicopters and even divers in nearby bodies of water, and still they found nothing. Now they're looking for surveillance video and any possible credit card activity, but they say they need to speak to people who were with Taylor the night before she went missing.
I really do hope that they figure this out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really do hope that they get some answers here, because this is not good. And I know that a lot of us hate that feeling of we don't know what the story is. You see what I'm saying? We don't know what leads us to the truth. And of course we're gonna speculate. Of course. We're all gonna theorize and speculate. We all are gonna do that because we don't know everything. But we wish we would. And of course, our imaginations are going to run wild with this whole situation, trying to figure out what happened to her. Why did this happen to her? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm hoping that, like, I know a lot of freeways and highways don't really have security cameras and stuff, but maybe they do in that area. I don't know, hopefully they can figure something out here, and they can find something. There's got to be a local street somewhere, or security cam footage from a building or a store that's right off of that highway that can maybe show a little bit of something, so that we can actually find out where this young woman is. Okay. But again, this is her face. This is Ariana Taylor. Okay. She is 23 years old. She is 5'6" tall. She is 200 pounds. She was last seen wearing a red sweater, ripped jeans, and sneakers. And you can call the Gary Police Crime Tip Line at 1-866-CRIME-GP, as in Gary Police GP. So again, 1-866-CRIME-GP. Okay? And hopefully we can bring this young woman home as quickly as possible. Simone Abundance just said this, and that's a very good question. What time of night It sounds like it was late in the night. They were out kicking it. She was out kicking it with her girls, having a grand old time. And then I guess she wanted to drive home. She wanted to go home. And so it was a late Saturday night. That's all they say. They don't tell us a time. And hopefully we'll get more information about like the timeline and whatnot as we get closer, as they get closer to more information and all that. But from what we understand, I mean, yeah, she might have been ran off the road, or the same thing that happened with Naomi Irion. Maybe the same thing happened to her. God forbid if that did. But period. Let's see if we can bring this young woman home as quickly as possible. This is all the information that we have right now. So hopefully they'll get more information out here really, really soon. But like I said, y'all, we all need to be careful with each other. We need to keep an eye on each other. You know, even myself, I'm telling my siblings, yo, please text me when you get home. I mean, I'm serious. If I go and hang out with them, so on and so forth, I'm sitting there going, yo, you text me when you get home, period. I just want to make sure you got home in one piece. We live in a crazy world. We live in some crazy ass times. And a lot of people don't give two damns about anybody else's livelihood unless it's for profit. So I'm being dead ass. We need to be more protective over our loved ones. And if you go out with your friends and all that, I know it's corny. Even the fellas, I'm telling you, I know it's cheesy. And really, some guys will be like, yeah, man, this real film, you know. I don't care. If you're out with your friends and you guys are out late and stuff like that, hey, they're snatching everybody up in this piece. Hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands too, okay? They're taking everybody up in this piece. So that's, even my friends, I'll sit there and go, yo, man, could you just text me when you get home just so I know you got home, okay? That's it. I know it's not manly, it's not, you know what I mean? Testosterone heavy, but at the same time, we need to be safe out here, period. I don't care. I don't care how emasculating that is. I'd rather know that my friends arrived alive than for them to disappear. And then they're like, what happened to, you know what I'm saying? I got better things to do than do that. And I love my friends. They're precious to me. You know what I'm saying? So I urge you guys to do the same. And we're marching into a weekend here very, very soon. You know, I just say, turn that into a habit. Or it's even this. You put it into a group text. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all have our group of friends that we all talk together. If you just make one of those group texts and just say, hey, I'm home, then everybody knows. Everyone's cool. But ladies, especially too, out here, real talk. Nowadays, people are getting more and more desperate. Inflation, gas prices are going up, all this ish that's going down. We got wars going on across the ocean. That we might go into a WW2 or WW3, I'm sorry. All this craziness that's going on. People are desperate out here to make a buck. Be careful with you. Be careful. Create a group chat with all your people that you rock with and talk to all the time. And just if they don't even need to know why you're sending out a text like, I got home safe. It don't matter. At least they have that information. Because you know for a fact, out of that group of people, you're hanging out at least with one of them over that weekend. That's it. That's all I ask. Even the fellas. Yeah, I'm talking to you fellas. Y'all do the same damn thing. Forget all this emasculating crap. Okay? We've transcended that BS. They're harvesting our organs too. Real talk. So let's be safe, period. I'll step down from my soapbox on this one, okay? So please put that in consideration and let's get the stories moving here, okay? So we went into that and we need to bring her home, okay? Just like the many other people that we've been covering over the past year, okay? And I hope that this particular story doesn't end in tragedy. Real talk.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.